Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Golden Goal FPL Award Show. I had an absolute stinker with my laptop earlier. It just wasn't playing ball. I launched OBS, the system that I do my live streams on. It was crashing every 10 seconds. And then I tried to load up the internet, and my MacBook just wouldn't connect to the internet. My phone was doing everything all right. I tried every single thing I could possibly find on Google, and I found out that it was NordVPN that I installed while I was on holiday, still being on my device. Oh man. Anyway, who cares? We're sorted. Sorry, I'm an hour late to when I previously planned to do this, but we're now live. I've donned a suit, no tie, unfortunately. The shirt's a bit too tight on the collar for me to wear a tie, but I hope you appreciate the suit job. I've gone full suit with a pair of shorts. There you go. I thought I'd do one more live stream where we could all get together, have a little discussion on who you think has won the awards. All these awards, by the way, are as voted for by myself because it's the Golden Goal Awards. But I thought it'd be good to discuss all the topic areas, etc. I've got awards such as Troll of the Season, Unexpected Performer of the Year, my personal favourite player of the season. I've done like an unsung hero, a player that's done really well but not necessarily gotten all the plaudits. What else have I done? I've said Troll, haven't I? And then just a general player of the season award. So plenty to go through. And I thought it'd be nice to do a live stream like this. I did it last season. I just thought it'd be a nice way to kind of round off the season and finish things off. Victor, I'm all fixed, mate. We're good. Bert, good to see you. It is 8 p.m. UK time now. Laura, what an absolute pleasure. And we got Victor back in as well. 13 people for the Golden Goal Awards. It is literally bigger than the Oscars. Okay. Hopefully all OBS saved everything. Here we go. The first award then, ladies and gentlemen, is the Troll of the Season. And for each award, apart from the Player of the Season, I've got 3 nominees. The Player of the Season is just one player. But for each award, I have 3 nominees. So, Troll of the Season. Let me know in the comments who you would give this award to yourself. But we got 3 nominees. Starting off then. Ederson. Now, towards the back end of the season, Man City actually kept clean sheets. But I think there was a period of time when a lot of people went for Ederson, and during that time, he was probably 20-25% owned in the game, and he didn't keep a single clean sheet at all. And because he's Ederson, he doesn't get saves bonus either. So I think that warrants a nomination as Troll of the Season. Next up, Darwin Núñez. I mean, come on. Absolute troll, I would say. There's nothing more I can say. Hit the woodwork the most times this season. Missed a bunch of sitters when we all had him in our teams. I think I had him in for a space of 10 football matches, and he scored 2 goals and accumulated about 10 XG. So the second nominee is Darwin Núñez. And finally, Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. He did okay, I would say, towards the back end of the season. But yeah, anything before that, man, he was on a par with Darwin Núñez, wasn't he? Missing sitters left, right and centre, getting yellow cards. I think he's still one of the most yellow carded players in the league. And it wasn't even for like making last-ditch challenges or trying to win the ball. It was literally, I think he got 7 or 8 yellow cards this season for mouthing off at the ref or kicking the ball out of play. So the next slide is the winner. We're going to talk about the winner. Who do you guys think you'd have as the Troll of the Season? Everyone's saying Darwin Núñez. The winner of the Golden Goal Troll of the Season award. Of course, it's Darwin Núñez. Gotta be, hasn't it? What an absolute troll. There's nothing more you can say about Darwin Núñez this season. An absolute troll of a man. I think there's no question, is there, on that one? That's a pretty cut and dry award. Everyone agrees, Darwin Núñez. The next award then. Sufficiently crap picture of me with a moustache has been selected. It's my personal pick of the season. And I thought, doesn't necessarily have to be the player of the season. Just a player that has performed in your team that other people might not have necessarily had. Oh, hope OBS hasn't just crashed on me. No, we're all good. So yeah, it's my pick of the season. So a player that I've had in my team that has performed really well, specifically for me. So let me know in the chat if you've had a player of this nature in your team. So my first nomination then, Jean-Philippe Mateta. I had him in my team since double game week 34, and he has been an absolute legend. 10 goals in the last 10 Premier League games, including a hat-trick on the final day, which I think put me in a top 100k finish this season. So Jean-Philippe Mateta, absolute legend. Cole Palmer, I mean, what more can you say? Pretty much at one point. Was he 4.5 million at the start of the game? I think he was. I think I had him in since he was about 4.7, 4.8 million. As soon as I saw him take a penalty for Chelsea, I kind of got him straight in. And what an absolute legend the guy's been. He is literally the top scoring player in FPL this season, and I bought him for 4.7 million. So special place in my heart, definitely, for Cole Palmer. And finally, he didn't really do a lot, but he showed up when I needed him to. Malo Gusto in game week 37. I was torn. I could have taken a -4 to sell Gusto for Pedro Porro, but I didn't need to. Gusto, he didn't even start the first game of double game week 37. He started the second game, played 68 minutes, got subbed off before Chelsea conceded, so he got the clean sheet points, and he got an assist for, I think it was a 13-pointer that game week. And at one point, I was considering selling him for a hit. So he's definitely been an absolute hero for me. So yeah, let me know if you've got a personal player of the season or a highlight. I'll reveal mine in a second. Victor's pick, by the looks of it, is Branthwaite. He's been pretty good, hasn't he, to be fair? Was he 4 million at the start? I'm pretty sure he came in at 4 million at the start of the game, didn't he? What an absolute hero. The winner of the Tom's Pick Award. It's Mateta. It's got to be. There's a little selfie with me and Jean-Philippe Mateta there. Absolute hero in my team. I think my top 100k finish is entirely down to Jean-Philippe Mateta. And I think he will probably be one of the first names on my team sheet next season. Like, genuinely, the guy been in unreal form since the new manager took charge of Palace, looks to be first choice. And you look at the guy physically, like, he is a proper handful for defences. 10 goals, like I said, in his last 10 Premier League appearances. Really, really good. So Jean-Philippe Mateta, my personal player of the season. So my pick of the season. Next up then, we've got the Unsung Hero Award. So this award is awarded to a player that has quietly gone about their business, done really well this season, but not necessarily gotten all the plaudits that they deserve, right? So, let me know who you think could be in the running for this award. My 3 nominees, starting off then. Ollie Watkins. Now, I am amazed that he even in the nomination for Premier League Player of the Season. I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he ended the season on about 37 attacking returns across the season. He's the top scoring forward in FPL. No one had him in their team at the run-in of the season. I just think he's quietly gone about his business and had an exceptional year. I think basically Aston Villa have Ollie Watkins to thank for a top 4 finish this season. I genuinely do. So yes, he's probably had some plaudits, but I don't think he's had enough for quite how good he's been. So Ollie Watkins is the first nominee. Next up, Colton Morris. Now, I'm not saying he's had a fantastic season, but at times, I think, when people have called upon Morris to perform, when he's had double game weeks earlier on in the season, etc., he showed up. And I think, to be fair to him, he has actually done all right in the Premier League. Like, I feel like he's given a lot of Premier League centre-backs a real handful with his physicality from set pieces, etc. And he was, yeah, I agree, Victor. That's why I've nominated him. I think he was actually decent this season. You know, he's absolutely nailed on for Luton, played 90 minutes every game. I don't think he missed a single penalty. He scored 4 or 5 this season. I think he's been a really decent pick for I think he's now 4.7 million, something like that in the game. So all things considered, I think he's been a pretty unsung hero. And finally, third nominee, I haven't nominated Gordon for this one, Victor. Owen's a good shout as well. Kai Havertz. I just feel like this guy he's like propelled Arsenal from where they finished last season, which was a bit of a gap, I'd say, between them and Man City. He's brought that gap a little bit closer. I really like him as a player. And I don't think he's necessarily, even in FPL, he's been, certainly when he started cementing himself in the Arsenal team, he's probably been, behind Saka, the second best Arsenal midfield pick. I just don't think he was touched by that many players. Obviously, he's scored the Champions League winning goal, as Victor's pointed out there. I think he's a really good player, and I think he's going to be a good option in FPL next season, provided, to be fair, that Arsenal don't sign a centre-forward, because that's kind of where he's been playing, right? Yeah, I really like Kai Havertz, and I think he's gone a little bit under the radar. So, out of those three then, who do you think has won the Unsung Hero Award? I see, yeah, Victor's gone Gordon. I think he's had the plaudits, though. He's nominated for another award, though. Trossard. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Well, I have awarded the Unsung Hero Award to Ollie. Oh. The winner is Ollie Watkins, but I didn't have the slide in. Hang on. We'll put it in. 2 secs. There's your Unsung Hero Award winner, Ollie Watkins. I forgot to put the slide in. Apologies, folks. Ollie Watkins wins for me. I just think, Premier League, FPL, both things, he's been just so underrated. I know Foden got Player of the Season, etc., but they gave that to him before the league title was even confirmed for Man City. And Watkins has done more, in my opinion, this season than Foden has. And he doesn't take penalties. So he's got, 35 attacking returns this season without taking a penalty. So, yeah, I mean, come on, what more do you want? You may have caught it, but at the start of the season, this award is for players that you didn't expect anything from, and they've absolutely surprised us. So let me know in the chat if there are any surprise performers that you would want to pick this season. I've got 3. Starting off then, I have to go for Mateta, right? He won my personal award. I'd give it certainly the run at the end of the season. I think Crystal Palace strikers were pretty much known to be donkeys, let's be honest. Eduardo Mateta, prior to the new manager arriving, were absolutely shocking. I wouldn't have touched them in FPL. But since the new manager has come into Crystal Palace, he has had a new lease of life. So Mateta, I don't think anyone at the start of the season would have predicted him scoring 10 goals in 10 games at the end of the season. So I think he deserves a nomination. Cole Palmer, well, sort of spoke about him already, but he started the season at 4.5 million, the minimum price for an FPL midfielder. Signed for Chelsea, people thought he'd play like a squad role for them. Immediately started performing, nailed on, penalty taker, now their absolute talisman and best player, and the top scoring player in FPL this season. And he started off at the minimum price in the game, 4.5 million. So, I mean, if there's ever a surprise performer, right, he's a nomination. And finally, Anthony Gordon. He had a lot of hate during the summer when he decided to move from Everton to Newcastle. I don't know if anyone has watched the interview he's done with Gary Neville, but I definitely recommend you do, because you get a bit of an insight onto how his brain works. And he has got, I tell you, like a world-class attitude to football. I really like him as a player. And I think he's got 25 attacking returns this season. 10 goals, maybe 16, 17 assists now, actually. 26, 27 attacking returns. All for a player that, I mean, most people didn't even think would get in the team for Newcastle, right? So, those are your 3 nominees. Who do you think has won the Surprise Performer Award? A few people saying Palmer. Lallet's giving it to Gabriel. I think Gabriel's just been as expected, really. I don't know. He was definitely annoying at the start of the season when he wasn't getting started. That was a real pain. Everyone's saying Cole Palmer. I think it's pretty obvious, isn't it? The surprise performer of the season has to be Cole Palmer. The other 2, fantastic, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, 4.5 million at the start of the season, even though he signed for Chelsea from Man City. I don't think anyone even predicted him to play that many games, let alone be their top scorer and the top scorer in FPL, right? So, surprise performer of the year goes to Cole Palmer. Okay then, 2 more awards left. We're going to start off with the biggest letdown of the season. Let me know in the chat who your biggest letdown of the season has been. Poorly edited Patrick meme there to accompany. First up, Marcus Rashford. I'm pretty sure he finished the Premier League season last year with 25 to 30 attacking returns. And he's been absolutely terrible this season. I'm just going to check. Put your hand up if you had him in game week 1, because I'm pretty sure I did. And let me know how long you kept him in your team for. Yeah, I had him in game week 1. I kept him for 2 weeks and then I got rid. I'll say no more. Kevin De Bruyne. Now, when he's actually played, he's been all right. But I think he's been disappointing in the sense that he's not actually played that many games this season. He's just not been available at all. And I think that's been a bit of a letdown. You know, that hamstring injury picked up Champions League final last season. It persisted. He's only just come back, I'd say, to full fitness, obviously, when Man City needed him. But across the season, I think he's been a bit of a disappointment. He appears again. The troll of the season, Darwin Núñez. It wouldn't be a disappointment award without mentioning Darwin Núñez, would he? All fart and no poo. He brings up, I don't know why I said that. Anyway, you know, he offers so much promise every time you see him play, and he is just a complete letdown when it comes to finishing. So those are my 3 nominees. Who do you think has won? Rashford, Kevin De Bruyne, or Darwin Núñez? I probably could have put Reece James in there as well, to be honest. But he just didn't help himself, did he? Obviously injured. And then got 2 red cards. Unbelievable. The winner of the disappointment of the letdown of the year award, I'll rephrase, the letdown of the season is Marcus Rashford. Absolutely shocking, wasn't he? Absolute letdown. Right then, excuse me. To round things off, the final award, the Golden Goal Ballon d'Or. This is obviously awarded to the player of the season, according to the Golden Goal voting panel. Me. Who is your player of the season? Let me know in the chat. Everyone predicted Rashford there. I like it. Bro, that little cameo, oh man. The hokey cokey with Gabriel was an absolute nightmare, wasn't it? Absolute nightmare. I remember it well, mate. I also said at the start of the season that Arteta just needs to play the same back four that he did last season. They had one of the best defences in the league playing Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba and Zinchenko. Obviously, Zinchenko kind of got phased out, but the Saliba-Gabriel centre-back partnership, I thought, was nailed on, and he was playing like Thomas Partey back there or something. No idea. Victor thinks it's Palmer. Lalek saying Foden. We've got Laura saying Palmer. I'll give it another minute. Build the suspense for the Golden Goal player of the season. Me too, Victor, but I think he deserved it. I don't think he was actually that good. All right, here we go. Drum roll. It's got to be Cole Palmer, hasn't it? Like I said, top scoring player for points in FPL this season. And he was the minimum price at the start of the season. Has there ever been a player that's done that? Been the minimum price in the game and been the top scorer overall? I mean, who could have predicted, first of all, that Cole Palmer would have been the top scoring player in FPL? And what were the odds? You've been called an absolute loon if you would say that, right? And then he's gone and done it. He's the top scoring player in FPL. So, for me, there's no one else this award could go to. I mean, Haaland, by his standards, has been pretty average. Foden's been great, but he hasn't scored as much as Cole Palmer has. He hasn't got as many points. So, got to give it to Palmer, haven't you? And there we are. The Golden Goal Awards. just go back to the solo screen. So there we are. This live stream marks the end of the 2023-24. That's the correct terminology. Yeah. 23-24 FPL content on this channel. Little award ceremony, suited and booted to end things. I don't really know what else to say. All I can say really is just thank you everyone for not only joining this live stream, but for all your support across the season. I mean, this channel has grown more than I could have ever dreamed, to be honest. It's been an absolute pleasure, like talking to you on the live streams, making videos, interacting in the comments, etc. I don't have a co-host, I'm afraid. I hope not only did you enjoy the videos, but hopefully you got some use out of them, and I helped you along the way. Yeah, like I said, it's just been an absolute pleasure. I thank everyone for all their support, everyone for joining the stream. Yeah, marks the end of the content for the season. I won't be going anywhere though. You've probably seen, if you check your subscribers feed, you don't have to be interested in it. I'm not going to, obviously there's no pressure to watch it, but I'm going to create some Euro 2024 fantasy content over the summer. I've already made a video about how to play the game, and I'll do an initial first off team selection video tomorrow as well. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, then you can watch my Euro fantasy videos, and I'll make a mini league, etc. for that. One more thing, actually. We need to see who won the Golden Goal Mini League, don't we? Laura, absolute pleasure. It'd be great to have you around. I just wanted to... Oh, hello, we got our Euros graphics up. Two seconds, folks. I'm just going to share the Golden Goal Mini League a sec. 20k subs soon. I hope so, mate. Although we don't necessarily do it for subscribers only. Yeah, there's my screen. 2 seconds, folks. I'm just going to load up the Golden Goal Mini League so we can see who's won. I'll do. Right, let's load her up. I haven't announced this formally yet. The actual winner of the Golden Goal League. How exciting is that? Right. Fantasy Premier League. Oh no, I deleted all my search history because I was fixing my laptop. Bear with, I just have to log into FPL again. Had a nightmare. I like cleared all my caches and everything. Right, there we go. Brilliant. Just to summarise my finish, if you guys didn't catch it. So I did all right in the end. Just make sure you can see that. So I scored 2,501 points, 73,950 overall. Considering where I was a few weeks ago, I think I will happily take that finish. Just going to fix the screen a sec. I will definitely take that finish. So who has won the Golden Goal Mini? I came 31st. Not too shabby. The winner of the Golden Goal Mini League is Neil Brooks with Holt End Heroes. 2006, he beat me by over 100 points, so there's no way I was going to catch him. And a great team there, look, to round off the season. Although, could have done even better with the bench. It's unlucky, really, there on the bench. I think he made the right calls. I'm amazed. Man United keeping a clean sheet against Brighton is ridiculous, by the way. Well done, Neil. Well done, Neil. To see you won the cup. Is there a cup for it? Golden Goal Mini League. Where's the cup? Cups? Cups. The Golden Goal Mini League Cup. I only managed 2 rounds, lost by 1 point. Look. Who won it then? Rob Isles. Gleed Likers won it. I think I've actually met Rob in the pub in Bristol. I think I know who Rob is. Well, many congratulations to Rob for winning the cup. And Neil for winning the mini league. Right, I'll stop blabbering on there. Let you get on with your evenings. Thank you so much, like I said, for all your guys' support across the season. It means so much to me. It's been a great hobby to have. Yeah, long may it continue, eh? I'll be back before you know it. As soon as we get a sniff of the new FPL game being launched, I'll probably have a video up, knowing me. And like I said, if you want to keep in touch or whatever, my Twitter's in the top right. I'm looking. My Twitter's up there if you want to keep in touch. Just tweet me, DM me, whatever. We can keep in touch over the summer, and I'll have plenty of Euros content coming out to keep you guys topped up with your fantasy football content if you need it. So until that next Euros video comes out, I'll see you in that one. Otherwise, have a great summer, and I'll see you when everything kicks off next time. One final time, I'll salute you off.